Tell us again, Daddy. Tell us again.
Oh, no, not again.
Please, Daddy, how tall are you? Tell us how tall.
I'm 20'5" in my stocking feet.
How big are your shoes? What size do you wear?
Size 902 in a triple Z.
That's our Daddy, the big guy.
NBC presents The Big Guy, another in the series of adventures of a very unusual detective, Joshua Sharp. Joshua Sharp works for his clients on a strictly cash basis to provide for the needs of his nearest and dearest, Josh Jr. and his daughter Debbie. To these two, Sharp is both father and mother. To his clients, he is a good detective. To Josh and Debbie, he's the friendly magician, the fabulous hero, the giant among giants, the Big Guy. Tonight's adventure with the Big Guy, the case of the villainous friend.
A man alone, trying to bring up a pair of youngsters, runs into a lot of unexpected problems. One of my most unexpected was a sudden shortage of bedtime stories. After all, you can read Grimm's fairy tales only a few hundred times before the kids begin to tire of them. And that goes for Hans Christian Andersen and all the rest of the Once Upon a Timers. Now, I'd reached that point with Josh and Debbie, and they were getting so bored with witches and sleeping beauties that finally, for all our sakes, I tried tapping a new source. I bought a copy of Tales from Shakespeare. It was an immediate hit. In fact, it was too big a hit. That first night, I read The Tempest and Two Gentlemen from Verona, and still they didn't want me to stop.
What's the next one, Daddy?
Well, we'll let the next one wait, baby. You and Debbie have to go to sleep.
But what's the name of it? Just the name of it?
It's The Tragedy of Othello. Now, you just close your eyes and...
Oh, what about him, Daddy? Yes, Daddy, who was he?
Well, he was a man, Josh.
Oh, and what was the tragedy?
Well, he was married to a woman named Desdemona who loved him very much.
Is that a tragedy?
No, the tragedy came about because he had a friend named Iago.
Yes.
And Iago came to Othello and told him that Desdemona didn't love him at all. He said she loved somebody else.
He was bad, wasn't he, Daddy?
Oh, very.
And what happens next?
Well, Next, a couple of shrewd articles who are trying to worm another story out of their hard-working father give him a kiss and say good night. And it was a good night under my roof. But elsewhere, things were happening that were fated finally to intrude on my routine and make a shambles of it. The center of these events was a boy named Frank Gollard. I'd snagged the lad in question 2 years ago, after he'd assisted in the armed robbery of a filling station and committed assault and battery resisting arrest. My action in the matter came as part of my contract with the Mutual Indemnity Insurance Company. And I had been in the courtroom the day the judge passed a 10-year sentence on Frank Gollard. And then, the same evening, while I was telling Josh and Debbie about Othello, inside the drab gray walls of the upstate penitentiary...
Number 5604. Separate the cell block A. Number 5605 to number 6059. Separate the cell block B.
You hear from your wife lately, Frank?
Yeah, I got a letter from Lila last week. Now, let's turn in, Hap. What do you say?
Yeah, sure, kid, in a minute. Lila. Oh, that's a pretty name.
Hap?
Huh?
How come you asked me that?
Oh, I heard you tossing around last night. I knew you wasn't sleeping. And I've been thinking about all the guys in this place who got somebody waiting for them and wondering where all them somebodies are tonight. Wondering who she's dancing with and wondering who she's drinking with. Wonder who's a kissing.
Shut up.
Oh, kid.
I told you once, Hap.
I was only wondering.
She's a clean kid. Clean and sweet and straight.
Oh, sure. There's a few good wrens in the world. Maybe you got yourself one of them. But you couldn't expect me to guess that now, could you, Frank? Man never knows about a thing like that. Man just never knows.
Good night, Hap.
You ain't sore on me, are you, Frank?
I said good night.
I don't want you to be sore on me, you hear? You hear me, Frank?
Okay, I'm not sore at you. Okay, Hap?
Good night, baby.
Hap was his cellmate, and Hap was his friend. Big, slow, paternal Hap McLean. In for life. And not a man to talk much about the way he was to spend the rest of his natural days. It was mutual friendship, and the two found a degree of peace in each other's companionship. It was a peace, however, that was ripped to shreds with the suddenness of a thunderclap one hot night in early August. Hap had smuggled a newspaper from the prison library into the cell, and young Gollard was lying on his bunk, turning the pages.
Hey, Hap.
What's the matter? What's eating you, Frank?
Hey, listen to this. What cute lovely whose mate is doing a 10-year stretch for armed robbery is now seeing the town inside out with more than one slick-haired Romeo. Even while I was on trial, she was rocking me.
No, kid, take it.
She was. While I took the ride to this pile of stinking stones. While I prayed for every night, she was selling me out. Midnight till morning, night after night, all the way down the road. Shut up!
Listen to me, will you, Frank? Listen to Hap and ease off, baby.
But he had no choice about taking it. With his friend Hap's help, he calmed down and went on with the monotonous routine of his daily life behind the walls of the prison. And then, late one night, weeks later, in the cell he shared with Hap McLean, he found that he didn't have to take it anymore.
Frank, hey, kid, wake up and listen. Listen to old Hap and listen good. You got to get out of here.
What's that?
You're eating yourself alive. You got to move loose from this place.
Oh, but I can't. I can't. I'm not up for parole for
Forget
3...
the parole, baby. Hap's got it all fixed fine.
You got it fixed?
Yeah. Take a look, kid.
Where'd you get the gun?
Out of the arsenal, baby. It took me 3 months and a lot of doing, but I got it. And the trustee, the one in the laundry office, he's going to leave the laundry door unlocked for 20 minutes tomorrow night. There'll be a truck just outside.
How'd you do this, Hap?
Oh, look, I've been in this can 12 years. There are ways, baby. There are always ways.
You come with me?
No, I got nothing with the outside world, kid. Hap will rest easy right here. You go on out. You can still hate, and that means you can still live. Enjoy yourself. And don't get yourself snagged, baby.
It was at 11 o'clock the next night that the guard changed. 2 minutes before this chosen hour, Hap McLean stood crucial guard for the appearance of any official, and the boy prepared for his venture.
What'll you make for?
Her apartment.
You figure Lilo'll show?
I'll wait till she does.
What, and get nabbed off waiting? Forget it. Now, look, I'll get the grapevine and let her know that you're coming and tell her to stand by for you. There it is. 11 o'clock, kid.
Okay.
Play it cagey now, baby. Hap won't be around. Look out for you.
There's no point in saying thank you, huh, Hap?
Go on, you punk. I'll brain you.
The boy was halfway across the prison yard when...
Stop where you are!
And the shaft of a giant searchlight struck him like the lunge of an angry lion. Darting out of its glare, he took cover behind an angle of the wall.
Come out in the open! Come out with your hands up!
The boy fired at the guard on the watchtower. He made a dash for the laundry building and found the door unlocked as scheduled. back roads on the all-night drive to the city, while the state was springing into action to retake Frank Gollard. Retake him, dead or alive. Next morning, when I walked into my place of business, my own personal private eye, Risky Skinner, was waiting for me, as usual. But today, Risky wasn't alone. A young city cop, Tom Saunders by name, had dropped in to tell me about the Gollard escape. He was little more than a rookie, this cop. Green, but enterprising.
So, knowing you were the man who put the finger on him in the first place 2 years ago, Sharp, it occurred to a few of the boys at precinct headquarters that you might have ideas about retaking Frank Gollard.
They figure you dug up a few angles about the punk that could be maybe useful, Commander.
I'll be glad to do all I can. Tell me, how much action is underway now?
Well, the state's being dragged from end to end. Even the Coast Guard's been alerted on this one.
Any results yet?
So far, we've drawn a goose egg.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Sharp speaking.
This is Lila Goddard, Mr. Sharp.
What?
Frank Gollard's wife.
Where are you?
I'm not calling from home, Mr. Sharp. I'm afraid to go there.
Why?
I'll tell you why. I got a call last night from the grapevine at Goldville Prison.
Yeah?
Frank is on his way to my place.
On the way to his own home? Hello. Hello. Mrs. Gollard. Mrs. Gollard. Hello. Hello. The wire was dead, but the news had been sensational. Leaving Risky to try to check back on the call, I found Mrs. Gollard's address in the city listings, latched onto Patrolman Saunders, and headed for Gollard's home. By 25 of 10, we were in his apartment. I was at the window and Saunders by the door.
Hey, Sharp.
Okay, I see him.
He's coming in.
Great. Get ready for business.
Let's wait for him in the hall, huh?
All right. Easy with that door, Saunders.
Here he comes.
Let him get to the first landing. And for Pete's sake, stop shaking.
There he is. He's carrying a gun.
Hey, Saunders. No, wait! But I was too late. The green rookie, firing in panic, missed, and Frank Gollard went crashing back down the stairs, through the door, and out into the street. I didn't have to be told that once loose, Gollard would head for his wife. After all, Lila had tipped me off, and he probably knew that she was the only person on Earth who had been wise to his whereabouts. The immediate deal, therefore, was to contact her without delay. It was just about this time there came a knock on the door of Warden Jameson's office at the state penitentiary, and a cell block guard by the name of Spears walked in with the announcement that somebody wanted to talk to the warden.
Who is it, Spears?
Prisoner from cell block A. He yammered till I went to see what was wrong.
Yes, Spears.
Well, then he told me he could retake Gollard for us. Nothing's flat.
And I can, Warden. Honest, so help me now. I'm not kidding. I know exactly what I'm talking
I told you to wait outside.
All
I
right,
was going
Spears.
to-
All right, I'll talk to him.
Okay, Warden.
You say you can recapture Frank Gollard?
And be back before morning.
Who are you?
Number 5,200.
I mean your name.
Oh, my name is Hap McLean.
I presume, McLean, that you can only perform this remarkable feat if you allow to be left out of the prison alone.
Who wants a loan? Send Spears with me with a gun, a dozen guns. Who cares? Now, look, I'm only trying to do the right thing here, Mr. Warden. That's all I'm interested
I
in.
see. All right. We'll send Spears with you.
And you won't regret it, I'll tell you what.
And I'm telling you something, McLean. If you succeed in this mission, I'll see what can be done to secure you a full and complete pardon.
No, you mean it?
Don't you think you deserve it?
Well, I guess I did figure something like that.
Yeah, I imagined you did, McLean. Spears,
Yes, sir.
you'll take McLean into the city and let him do exactly as he thinks best.
So Hap McLean, informer and temporary public hero, passed out of the prison walls on his errand of black treachery. Meanwhile, we were still ransacking the city for Lila. And as it turned out, Frank Gollard was doing the same. In the phone booth of a hole-in-the-wall cigar store on a side street.
She must be at that summer cottage at Riverview. Yeah, that's it. Probably where she's hiding out.
Number, please.
Give me Riverview 534.
Riverview 534. Thank you, sir. Hello?
Is this you, Lila?
Oh, Frank. How are you, Frank, honey?
I'm fine.
What's happening, Frank?
I'm looking for you, Lila.
Oh, honey, I just turned on the radio and heard the news. I just woke up. I'd been asleep.
Why did you go up to Riverview to sleep, Lila?
What's the matter, Frank?
Matter? Nothing. I just wanted to see you.
Where are you? I'll come right into the city.
Stay where you are. I'll come to you.
All right, sweetheart. You remember how to get here?
Yeah, I remember. You, alone, Lila?
Yes. A girlfriend was staying with me up until last night, but she had to get back to town. Oh, honey, I wish we could be together. I wish we never had to leave here.
Stay where you are till I get there, baby. Maybe you never will.
Feeling for the gun butt in his pocket, Frank Gollard ducked out onto the sidewalk and started the tortuous journey toward his final, long-sought vengeance. Later in the afternoon, back at the office, Saunders and I were checking the short-wave reports.
You know, it baffles me a little, Sharp.
What does?
Gollard's wife turning him in.
Why? She's a gunman's doll, isn't she?
No, not quite. Anyway, she's not running true to form.
Why not?
A word around has been that she's almost arranged for his parole. Strange, huh?
Yeah, very.
Commander.
Yeah, Risky?
Well, a little luck at last.
Well, that we can use.
I think I found out where Mrs. Gollard phoned you from.
Yeah?
But I'm afraid it won't help any. It seems she rang up from a phone booth.
Phone booth, huh? Where?
In a place called Banner's Tavern over on Time Street, near the river. You know it? I said, do you know it, Commander?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I know it. Risky.
Yeah, Commander?
Go get me a cap and a sweater.
Huh? A cap and a sweater. What do you want them for?
To wear. I'm going to Banner's Tavern, Risky, and I want to look like one of the boys. Banner's Tavern, at the foot of a wharf on the river, had never been what might be called a pride to the community, and tonight was no exception. The clientele, I saw at once, was entirely male, except for one blonde cutie who sat alone over a glass of beer, a bright red scar of a smile on her hard face.
Well, what are you looking at?
Well, what do you think, honey?
Beat it. I got a boyfriend coming.
Yeah? From where?
That would be telling.
Well, how's about a little drink till he shows?
Well,
Go ahead. What'll you have?
how about a gin and water?
Why not? What's your name, beautiful?
Esther?
That's all?
Esther Moody.
Moody?
Mm-hmm.
Esther Moody? Well, you ain't the doll used to kick around with Hap McLean.
You know her?
Like that. We used to operate together in North Jersey.
Well, what do you know?
How's he doing these days?
He's in stir. Didn't you know that?
For how long?
Hard to say right now. There's some kind of caper in the works.
Yeah?
I've been trying to figure it out all night.
What's the lowdown?
Well, lean over here.
Yeah.
About 11 o'clock last night, Hap sent me the word over the grapevine.
Uh-huh.
And he tells me to call up a certain private eye this morning. Announce myself as Mrs. Gollard and say that Frank is on his way to his wife's flat. What do you think?
What do you think?
I think I trusted you mighty fast, handsome. How about that little drink?
How about better?
Better?
How about a little pinch?
What?
Roused up,
Let go of
lady.
me.
I'm the
Let me.
private eye you handed that
Let
runaround
go of
to
me.
this morning. I got her to headquarters. Not, however, without a set of fingernail marks down my cheek. And walked in on a bit of exciting news. It seemed a postal clerk at a place called Riverview had phoned in giving Lila Gollard's whereabouts. The address, 21 Canton Lane, at which street number Frank Gollard had just arrived.
Oh, Frank, you sounded so strange over the phone. I don't understand. What have I done?
You really want me to tell you, Lila? You called the cops and told them where they could pick me up.
I did, Frank?
Yeah, you.
Frank, how could I? I didn't even know you'd broken out.
McLean got word to you at the apartment last night and told you where I'd be.
But I wasn't there. I wasn't even there.
Ah, that's an easy out. You turn me in and then you run for the tall timber.
Frank, do you honestly believe I'd do that?
I know you did it, you hypocritical swine.
Oh, darling.
Yeah?
Hello, kid.
Hep.
I lambed out myself, kid. I figured you needed somebody to look after you. You done business yet?
Yeah, not all of it. But I'm right here at home base.
That's so I figured.
Hep,
Yeah, baby.
you contacted my wife last night, didn't you?
Well, sure thing. Why do you ask?
I won't ask again. I gotta hang up now.
Well, just a second, Frank. Look, I'm in the alley behind Banner's Tavern on the side by the river. You know where that is?
Yeah, sure.
Well, then beat it down to see me as soon as you can. I got a pal along who's going to see you safe out of the States on a strictly credit basis. Okay?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a million. I'll see you, pal. You cheap, lying, rotten, deceitful tramp.
Oh, no. No, Frank, no. Not a gun.
Shut up! This is beyond begging and no place for talk. If you got prayers to say them. There won't be any time later.
I won't need time for prayers, Frank. I'd die before I hurt you. I don't mind losing my life, Frank. All I regret is I'll never see you again. Never.
It was at that moment that Risky and I drove up in front of 21 Canton Lane and heard the shots as we ran up the path to the house.
That was it, Commander?
Yeah.
Gollard, you blasted fool.
What did you do, you crazy punk? I just killed a liar, a stoolie, and a cheat. Let's go now without questions, huh?
First, there's got to be a few answers given, boy.
Such as?
Did you know this cheat here had just about arranged to get you paroled at the next meeting of the board?
You're lying.
Too bad for your peace of mind, I'm not. Not when I said that, nor when I say this. Your wife didn't call me and inform on you today, Gollard.
She did?
No, she didn't. The call I got came from a woman named Esther Moody, who made it to help weave this net you're caught in.
Moody? Esther Moody? Who's that? What's she got to do with me?
She's got nothing to do with you, but I think maybe her boyfriend has.
Her boyfriend?
A guy by the name of Hap McLean. For a moment, he stared at me like a wounded animal, and then his eyes closed slowly. He shook his head wearily, as if to come out of a sick dizziness, and neither Risky nor I caught the movement of his hand as he blasted the globe dangling from the ceiling, plunging us into blind blackness as he crashed out through the window. Nearer dawn, in the alley behind Banner's Tavern.
It's getting chilly waiting here, McLean. Where's your boy?
Easy, Spears. Take it easy. He's on his way to us.
Yeah.
There he comes.
You sure it's him?
Can't you see, Flathead? Hey, give me a gun. Let me take him in there. Yeah, thanks. Now duck behind the lamppost so we don't see you too soon.
Hap?
Here I am, kid. How you making it, huh?
I killed her, Hap.
Yeah, sure. That's what you had to do. Come on. We'll go in Banner's and have a few snorts. That'll set you up right, eh?
Hey, Hap.
Yeah.
Where's the pal who was going to help me lamb out of the States?
Oh, well, he had to go, Frank. He'll be back.
I figured he was back now. That's him behind the lamppost, ain't it, Hap? I gotta get him, too.
Kid.
Help me.
Kid, how much blood do you want on your hands, baby?
Just a little more. Just a little more, you greasy, crummy stool pigeon.
Hap McLean took a look into the empty, cold eyes of the boy and suddenly bolted down the alley. At the corner, McLean swung abruptly and fired. The bullet hit, and he waited for Frank Gollard to go down, but he waited in vain. The boy came toward him, head lowered, staggering.
Baby. Baby, don't be sore on me. I don't want you sore on me, Frank.
As he spoke, McLean fired again and found himself with an empty gun in his hand. And he blinked unbelievingly as the boy swayed with the anguish of the shots, and then steadily he plowed forward. Half crazy with fear, McLean stumbled into the darkness until he came to World's End at the edge of the wharf behind the tavern.
Oh, baby, oh, Frank, you gotta listen to your Hap. You gotta listen to your Happy. You can't be sore on me, baby. I'm for you, honest. Oh, don't shoot, kid. Let's talk it out there.
Frank Gollard, looking like a child asleep, was dead, stretched out on the rotten planking of the wharf when we found him. Josh and Debbie were in bed when I climbed the stairs to our flat, and knowing nothing of what was going on inside of me, they clamored for the next story in the book. The next story was Othello, and as I read the tale of the tragic deaths of Desdemona and Othello and the final undoing of Iago, I shuddered with a kind of recognition. At the end of the narrative, there was silence. Then...
And Othello killed himself, too?
Yes, baby.
Gee, I don't see why he had to die. He didn't know what he was doing. It was all Iago's fault, wasn't it, Daddy?
Yes, essentially it was Iago's fault.
Then why didn't he just explain and go on living?
Maybe he didn't want to, honey.
Oh, you mean because he'd lost Desdemona? Is that it?
Well, that's part of it.
Well, what's the other part, Daddy?
Don't you know?
You mean he'd lost Iago, too?
Yes, baby. You get the point. He'd also lost his friends.
Joshua Sharp, detective, works for his clients on a strictly cash basis to provide for the needs of his nearest and dearest, Josh Jr. and Debbie. To them, he's the friendly magician, the fabulous hero, the giant among giants, the big guy. NBC has presented another in a series of adventures of The Big Guy, played by Henry Calvin and featuring David Anderson as Josh Jr. and Joan Laser as Debbie. The script was written by Peter Barry and directed by Thomas Madigan. The music was composed and played by Jack Ward. Members of the cast were Jim Stevens, Merrill E. Jones, Peggy Lobbin, Bill Zuckert, Linda Watkins, Lyle Sudrow, and Sandy Strauss as Risky Skinner. Your announcer is Peter Roberts.
3 Chimes Mean Good Times on NBC. The American album of familiar music returns tonight over most of these NBC stations, presenting the finest in Sunday evening musical listening designed for the entire family. On Sunday, September 10th, Theater Guild on the Air will be back with more hour-long presentations from Broadway and Hollywood, featuring the most famous and talented artists of stage, screen, and radio. 3 Chimes Mean Good Times on...
Oh, no.
And how tall are you, Papa?
Tell
tell us how tall.
I'm 20'5" in my stocking feet.
How big are your shoes? What size do you wear?
Size 902 and a triple Z.
That's our Papa, the big guy.
NBC presents The Big Guy, the first in a new series of adventures of a very unusual detective, Joshua Sharp. Joshua Sharp works for his clients on a strictly cash basis to provide for the needs of his nearest and dearest. His nearest and dearest are two in number, Josh Jr. and his daughter Debbie. To these two, Sharp is both father and mother. To his clients, he is a good detective. To Josh and Debbie, he's the friendly magician, the fabulous hero, the giant among giants, the big guy. Tonight's adventure with the big guy, the unheard voice.
People who think that children don't fall in love just don't know children. I know mine, and I've seen it. They fall, and they fall hard, with all their hearts and souls. And if by any chance the romance goes wrong, the bottom falls out of their world. A dream collapses, and a mark is left that may last forever. My kids, Debbie and Josh, fell in love with little Mr. Dooley on sight. Of course, he had his charms. He took tickets at the carousel in the park, and naturally, he was the logical object of love for everyone in the neighborhood under the age of 10. Saturday was Dooley Day, and for weeks and weeks, nothing had been able to distract my two from paying a call on the wrinkled-faced gnome of a man in his red checkered shirt and his baggy corduroy pants. I'd take them to the park and across the lawns, but no sooner were they in sight of their idol than they'd break loose from me and make a run for...
Mr. Dooley! Mr. Dooley! Mr. Dooley! How are you, Mr. Dooley?
Why, I'm fine as a fiddle string and fit as a fiddle stick, and ready to play you too.
Isn't it a pretty day, Mr. Dooley?
Nearly as pretty as you are. Fine as silk and sweet as a nut, and enough to make a man dance into the jig.
Oh, look at Mr. Dooley. He's dancing. He's dancing. You dance very nice, Mr. Dooley.
I can dance a lot nicer, except I got a bone in my foot.
What? Papa, Mr. Dooley's got a bone in his foot.
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. Everybody has a bone in his foot. It's a joke, Josh.
A joke? Oh, sure. A bone in your foot. It's only a joke, Debbie.
Everybody ready for the next ride? Have your dimes ready.
Let's go, Debbie. I'll help you up. There we are.
I got up by myself. Here's a dime for you, Mr. Dooley.
Oh, that dime ain't for me. It's for the horses. They gotta eat, you know.
Eat? Why, they don't have to eat. They're wood. Mr. Dooley's only kidding, ain't you, Mr. Dooley?
Kidding, indeed. Why, if you were wood, you'd find a nice handful of fresh sawdust tasted pretty good after a fast day of running around in circles. Now, here we go. Everybody hold tight. They're all. Yes, sir, they're all.
Bye, Mr. Dooley. Bye, Mr. Dooley. Bye.
And then, one Saturday morning, tragedy struck. It was on page 2, and the lead told the story. Bond Avenue mansion robbed. Home of broker Jacob Jansen looted in his absence by a masked burglar. Butler held at gunpoint. City Detective Walsh Reynolds arrests former Jansen employee Willie Dooley. Willie Dooley, Josh and Debbie's friend at the carousel. Once I'd had to tell Josh that his puppy was dead, and he'd asked a lot of questions through his tears that neither I nor any other man could answer. Before broaching the subject of Mr. Dooley's dilemma, I thought I'd better have full details, so I took a cab down to Detective Reynolds' office at precinct headquarters. I'd known him casually for years, and he told me what he knew.
Well, the call came in last night at a little after 11, Mr. Sharp.
From whom?
The Jansen butler. He gave his name as Anton Schindler. The burglar had held him up while he opened a safe in the library and helped himself.
To what?
Unlisted negotiable bonds.
In the amount of?
$50,000.
$50,000?
We contacted Jansen. He's in Bermuda.
Do you really think Mr. Dooley did it, Reynolds?
No, I don't think he did.
Then why did you pick him up?
Well, I didn't pick him up. A couple of my boys brought him in, and they've built a case against him that I can't ignore.
What kind of case?
Oh, he used to work in Jansen's house, a kind of janitor, I think.
Yes?
He knew the layout of the house and the habits of the family.
That hardly means he did the robbery.
Well, of course it doesn't, but whoever did knew that the side door was always left open.
That was the means of entry?
Yes. You add all this together and include the fact that Dooley was seen in the neighborhood 15 minutes before the masked burglar went to work, and you've got a fair police case.
Yes, I can see that. Has the butler identified Dooley as his assailant?
Well, Schindler hasn't been in yet.
Then it largely depends on Schindler's testimony whether the little man is indicted or not.
I'd say it depends on it entirely.
I think it would be a little difficult to identify a masked burglar.
Frankly, so would I.
About Dooley.
Yes?
Is he alone in the world?
No, there's a wife, Mrs. Irma Dooley. She's practically frantic about this business, Sharp. She's coming in a few minutes to talk to me.
I see. Look, Reynolds.
Yes?
Don't jump to any conclusions you don't have to.
Am I right in thinking you've got an interest in Mr. Dooley?
Why, yes. Yes, you're right.
Well, I don't see how you tie in with him, Sharp.
Well, you see, I've got 2 kids, and they like him.
Oh.
I guess you'll think I'm nuts.
No, you don't have to explain.
No?
No. I've got kids myself. Oh, excuse me. Reynolds speaking.
Sorry to butt in, but Mrs. Dooley is waiting to see you.
Okay, thanks. Well, the wife is here.
Then I'll be going.
Sharp.
Yes?
Don't worry too much about Dooley. I'll do all I can for him.
I crossed Irma Dooley's path in the waiting room, and Reynolds gave us a quick introduction, explaining that I was interested in her husband's case. She threw me a bright smile of gratitude, and I remember thinking that she was surprisingly pretty and young to be the wife of Mr. Dooley. Then I started on my homeward way, trying to puzzle out the best method of breaking the news to Debbie and Josh. At least it was nice to know that the little ticket taker had somebody to look after him. The appearance of Irma Dooley made me feel better. But it wouldn't have if I'd known what happened in Reynolds' private office after I left precinct headquarters.
Everything is working out on schedule, isn't it, darling?
Careful with the darling.
He's gone. You're not getting nervous, are you?
A man isn't nervous because he's careful. He may get nervous if he forgets to be. You're not getting nervous.
No.
How well did you sleep?
Fine.
Don't lie to me.
How well could I sleep? It's no fun framing Dooley this way. The only wrong he's done is to be too much in love with me.
Well, the only wrong we've done is to fall too much in love with each other.
Still, if only it could be simple and easy.
He's the one who's made that impossible. He's the one who's threatened to kill you if you leave him.
I know.
So, if for no other reason, we've got to go through with this.
But, when he gets out...
by that time, we'll be in faraway places where he'll never even think to look for us.
When you say that, I don't care what we have to do or who we have to hurt.
And smile a little.
I'll smile all the time as soon as I'm sure we won't fail.
Then you can begin now. We won't.
You can't be sure.
Oh, yes, I can.
They may not convict him.
Don't let that worry you.
Walsh.
Yes?
What have you done?
I've talked to Schindler.
The butler?
Mm-hmm. He's not an incorruptible man, our Mr. Schindler.
What do you mean?
I offered him a deal, and he accepted.
What can he do?
Can't you imagine?
No.
Then wait till the trial. Wait till the DA questions him, and you'll see.
Your name is Anton Schindler?
Yes, sir.
And you're employed by Mr. Jacob Jansen in his home at 211 Bond Avenue?
I am, sir.
Very good. Now, Mr. Schindler, on the night of April 27th, an armed man entered the Jansen premises and made away with some $50,000 in negotiable bonds.
That is quite correct, sir.
Also, according to your testimony, the man was masked, which would make it very difficult for you to identify him.
Well, sir, it seemed it would be very difficult at the time.
Will you explain that remark?
Gladly, sir. Up to that point, I'd never heard him speak.
Who?
The defendant, sir.
And now that you have?
It's the sort of voice one does not easily forget, sir.
Are you Are you identifying your assailant, Mr. Schindler?
There is no further question in my mind, sir.
He's lying.
The
He's
defendant,
lying.
Mr. Willie Dooley.
Somebody help me. Help me.
But nobody could help little Mr. Dooley. The butler's testimony had swung the balance, and the jury was out for less than an hour. When they returned, it was with a verdict of guilty and a 3-year sentence at the state penitentiary. And I was left to try to explain to 2 baffled and broken-hearted children.
But, Papa, it's Saturday again. And we didn't go for 2 weeks, and Mr. Dooley won't know what happened to us. If we could just go by and say, how do you do? And tell him we're sorry we disappointed him and...
But you didn't disappoint him, Debbie.
We must have. He knows we always come.
Listen, Josh, Debbie...
What's the matter, Papa?
I don't know exactly how to tell you this, but, well, Mr. Dooley isn't there anymore.
Isn't there? Where is he?
He went away for a while.
You mean he doesn't like us anymore?
No, that's not what I mean at all.
Then how could he go away and leave us? We wouldn't leave him.
He didn't want to go away. You see, somebody made him.
Who?
The police.
Police?
Yes.
What have they got to do with Mr. Dooley?
They have something to do with all of us, Josh.
When's he coming back?
When the police let him.
Then make the police let him come back, Papa. Oh, yes, Papa. Make him let him come back. You can do that, can't you? You can do it, can't you, Papa?
I tried to do something for Mr. Dooley. I talked to Mrs. Dooley and the lawyer who defended him, but there are things that even the biggest of big guys just can't do. And 6 months went by, and in our flat, there were 6 months of mourning for Mr. Dooley. Then, one night in midwinter, I was in a taxi, homeward bound, when suddenly, from the radio...
The state and city police ask your cooperation in a manhunt that has been in progress since 6:15 this evening, at which time a convict effected his escape from the state penitentiary and is now somewhere at large in this vicinity. He is 5'2", weighs 110 pounds, has blue eyes, thinning dark hair, and answers to the name of Willie Dooley.
It was a relief when I got home to find the radio silent and the 2 admirers of Willie Dooley quietly absorbed in a game of parcheesi. All was quiet under our roof. The announcement had not been heard. But it had been heard under another roof, and there all was not so quiet. A woman was pacing the floor of a tower apartment in the Greystone Arms. Her name was Irma Dooley, and she stopped in her tracks when...
Irma.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Well, I haven't seen you in quite a while, lover. It takes an emergency to bring you here.
Let's not waste precious time, Irma.
Just one thing. Tell me, will you, mister? Tell me what happened to that big love of ours, that romantic flight to faraway places.
Could we skip the argument, please?
You lose interest in a girl awful fast, don't you, Detective Reynolds?
I've come to help you if you'll give me the chance.
Yeah?
Yes. Here's cash. I thought you'd need it. $500.
Oh. All for me.
All for you, and it closes our accounts.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Don't nag me, Irma. This is a big, bad night. Buy yourself a ticket on an airplane and go as far as the money will carry you.
And what about you?
You can count me out.
Of what?
Everything.
Including my life?
I said everything, Irma.
Just a minute. You can leave me, Reynolds. But you're not going far, darling.
No?
No, because the minute you walk out, I'm going to phone Sharp and tell him about that frame you worked with Schindler. He'll help me. He was pretty interested in Dooley's case.
I hope you're joking.
Joking? You think I'd take this fall alone? Go flying off by myself until I wind up stranded and Dooley comes back and kills me?
You'd really call Sharp?
So help me.
You do, and you know what?
What?
I'll kill you, darling.
I'd given the kids their supper, told them a long story with a happy ending, and put Josh to bed. I was sitting over the Pachisi board for a good night game with Debbie when... Hello?
Sean?
Yes?
Irma Dooley.
Oh, yes.
Who is it, Papa?
Just a lady I know.
Who are you talking to?
My kid. Go on.
I'd like to talk to you.
I'm listening.
Face to face, I'd rather.
When?
As quick as possible.
Tonight?
Yeah, I think you'll think it's worth it. I've got news about how Willie Dooley was framed.
Framed?
Yeah, just a minute, will you? There's somebody at the door.
What was that about a frame?
I'm telling you on the level. Just come over and you'll... Okay. Hold your horses, will you?
Where do I come?
To the Greystone Arms.
What apartment?
11D. Listen. Hold on a second, will you, Sharp? I've got to see who that is. Who is it? What's the matter with you? Trying to break the... No. No, you didn't. This is a gag, isn't it? You didn't mean it when you said you'd kill me. You didn't really mean it. Now, did you?
All the way over in the cab and going up in the elevator, I knew what was waiting in 11D of the Greystone Arms. Still, it was a shock when I walked in and saw her lying there, sprawled out on the floor, her negligee and the carpet around her dyed scarlet with her fresh life's blood. I took a look around the apartment for some clue to tie in with our phone conversation of a few minutes before. But all I could find of any interest was a wad of 10s and 20s clutched tightly in the corpse's hand. I pried it loose. I had rippled through it and discovered that it amounted to exactly $500 when, from the open door behind me, I heard...
Em. It's me.
Why, Mr. Dooley.
Huh? Oh, I know you. You're a guy what used to bring a couple of kids to the carousel every Saturday.
That's right. Josh and Debbie.
What you doing here, mister?
Well, I'm a detective.
The police?
No, private. And Irma called me and asked me to come over. It wasn't more than 15 minutes ago.
I see. Where is she now?
She's lying almost at your feet.
Irma.
Try and take it easy, Dooley.
Oh, my pretty. My pretty. They took her away from me. They took her away.
Get hold of yourself.
Irma.
Listen, she was all for you. That much I can tell you. She was killed trying to tell me that you'd been framed.
Yeah?
Yes. Now the cops are looking for you. I know how you feel, but you can't afford it right now. If they catch you, you're going back for a longer stretch than before, and Irma wouldn't have wanted that. Now look at me and think. What did she mean, you'd been framed?
I don't know who planned it, mister. I don't know who framed me, but I know who lied.
Who?
That Schindler, that butler. He said he recognized my voice.
And he couldn't have?
How could he have? I wasn't there.
Then we're going for a taxi ride.
Yeah, to where?
To the Jansen house on Bond Avenue.
Yes?
Yes. We'll have a little talk with Mr. Schindler and make him tell us exactly what went on. Let's go.
Mister?
Yes?
You've been pretty nice to me, and I don't know how I'll ever pay you.
You don't have to ever pay me.
No?
No. Just give Josh and Debbie a couple of rides for free. Schindler answered the door at the Bond Avenue mansion. He was sorry, but Mr. Jansen was in Nassau this time, and he couldn't admit us. Then the light from a passing car fell on Dooley standing behind me, and Schindler stepped back, the blood draining from his face. He was terrified that Dooley meant to kill him on the spot, and I did nothing to alter that impression. In fact, I aided and abetted it every way I could.
Don't let him hurt me.
I'm not here to protect you, chum. I'm on Dooley's side, and for my part, he's within his rights if he sends you to the morgue.
Please, I've got a wife.
So did Mr. Dooley have a wife. That didn't stop you.
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't stop to think. I didn't realize.
They paid you money?
Yes, sir. He paid me and promised there wouldn't be the slightest danger.
And you fell for that?
Well, after all, sir, I thought he should know. He was a policeman himself.
A policeman himself?
Yes, sir.
Who did it? Who was it? Who bribed you to testify against Mr. Dooley? Answer me. Answer me.
It was Detective Reynolds, sir. Detective Walsh Reynolds.
he had said Methuselah or a man from Mars, I couldn't have been more surprised. Then I went into action. To Dooley, I gave my gun and told him to lie low in the mansion and keep Schindler prisoner. Then I went out and found a phone booth. The desk sergeant on night duty told me I could probably find Reynolds in his rooms at 64 Dawson Street. And, as a matter of fact, I did. The door was open, and I walked in. He was sitting at a desk in the glare of a reading lamp. I want to talk a few things over with you, Reynolds. You remember the morning after Willie Dooley was arrested? Don't sit there looking at me like that. Answer my question. Reynolds. I'd pushed him, and he'd gone over, toppling like a rag doll. And for the first time, I saw the shaft of a knife protruding from between the pleats of his shirt front. He was dead, Detective Reynolds was, and dead by murder. I phoned headquarters then and took a look around. The look netted me two observations. One, the room was topsy-turvy, and I had the feeling that somebody had given it a going-over in the last few hours. Two, in the desk drawer, I found a stack of canceled checks in the amount of $49,500. Then I added it to the $500 I'd found in Irma Dooley's hand, got a quick total of $50,000, and a light broke over me. Grabbing a cigar box off the desktop, I took a cab for the Jansen place. Dooley was just as I'd left him, holding a gun on the pale and shaken butler, Anton Schindler.
You found Reynolds, sir?
What kind of a question is that, Schindler?
Oh, he's a shrewd one, sir.
You know I found him, and you know how I found him.
Huh? What do you mean, sir?
Okay, I'll make a formal announcement. Detective Reynolds is dead.
Dead? Of what?
Of a knife in his chest.
Oh.
You can save the act, Jeeves. I know the whole truth now. It was you who murdered Irma Dooley earlier in the evening.
You must be mad, sir.
Not very. For once it turns out to be the truth. The butler did it.
Why on earth should I have killed Mrs. Dooley?
Why? Because she knew about the frame, and you were afraid she'd reveal all to her husband here.
No, believe me, you're wrong.
Then you made your way to Reynolds' room and did him in.
Mr. Sharp, sir, please.
If you want a reason for that, you can have it, too. You knew where the $50,000 was that was stolen from Jansen's safe. It was in Reynolds' possession, and you needed money to leave town on.
But no, sir.
But yes, sir. You searched his rooms for it like a wild man. The place is a shambles. But you failed to find the prize, Schindler. You should have taken your time, like I did.
Mr. Sharp.
Yes, Dooley?
You mean you found it?
Yes. Here it is in this cigar box. Must have been a good hiding place because everybody overlooked it.
Is it all there?
$50,000 in negotiable bonds.
Mr. Sharp, sir?
Yes, Dooley?
I'll take that cigar box now.
How's that, Dooley?
You've got the cigar box, and I've got your gun. So give me that money of mine, or I'll put a bullet in you with your gun.
Money of yours?
I think you heard what I said.
How's it yours? By right of theft, Dooley?
I don't go for big words, but I kill easy.
Yes, so I've noticed. You killed Irma easy.
But then you don't think that
I know you didn't kill her, Schindler. It turns out that Mr. Dooley here was the burglar after all. He entrusted the bonds to his wife to hold for him, but she wasn't to be trusted, and she double-crossed him with the aid of a swine named Reynolds.
I said I'd take that cigar box, mister.
He came out of prison tonight, and because he'd gotten wind of her affair with the cop, he killed her. Then he went to the cop's house, killed him, and looked for the bonds, but he found nothing. Nothing but trouble.
Not too much. Give me that box.
Here, take it. You're welcome to it, Dooley. It's all yours.
And it's all I want. A lot of money, and you get through life. No money, and you wind up in the car cell. Listen to the jabber of a bunch of kids and going out of your mind.
What about kids?
For 8 months, I was stuck in that job with brats in my hair and brats underfoot. How are you, Mr. Dooley? Mr. Dooley, how do you do?
I thought you liked kids. That I believed at least.
Oh, you did you? Well, I hate them. Every one of them. Every single soul of them. Breath and body. That's why I stole this. To get away from that job. To get far away.
Mr. Dooley.
Yes?
You won't get far on what's in that cigar box.
Why not?
Open it.
Open it?
Go ahead.
You liar. You dirty liar. It's empty. It's empty. That was a trick.
Call it a strategy. I knew you'd come out in the open if you thought I had the $50,000.
Where is it? Where's all that my money?
Spent, Mr. Dooley. Spent long ago.
I don't like your laugh, Mr. Sharp. and you ain't safe. You think you might be. I'm a little sore now, and I've got a gun to use.
Look out, Mr. Sharp!
Stand still. Everybody's had their laugh with little Mr. Dooley. Little Mr. Dooley. And then little Mr. Dooley aims a gun and pulls the trigger. And little Mr. Dooley's bigger than all of them.
You can hand it over now, Dooley. I wouldn't give an escaping convict a loaded gun, and I figured an empty one would serve to keep Mr. Schindler in his place. Come on now. The game's over. Let's go. I took him down to headquarters and had him booked for murder. Then I went home across the sleeping town. I thought about Debbie and Josh and how, when they were older, I'd tell them why Mr. Dooley never came back and all about the little man. All except one thing. I'd never tell them that he didn't love them. No, not that. Not ever.
The National Broadcasting Company has presented The Adventures of the Big Guy, played by Henry Calvin. Joshua Sharp, detective, works for his clients on a strictly cash basis to provide for the needs of his nearest and dearest, Josh Jr. and Debbie. To them, he is the friendly magician, the fabulous hero, the giant among giants, the Big Guy. The National Broadcasting Company has presented the first in the new series of adventures, The Big Guy, played by Henry Calvin, featuring David Anderson as Josh Jr. and Denise Alexander as Debbie. The script was written by Peter Barry and directed by Thomas Madigan. The music was by George Wright. Others in the cast were Joan Alexander, Roy Fant, and Everett Sloan. Your announcer, Fred Collins.
Tonight, hear Phil Harris, Sam Spade, and Petticoat Fever on NBC.
Oh, no, not again.
Please, Daddy, how tall are you? Tell us how tall.
Well, I'm 20'5" in my stocking feet.
How big are your shoes? What size do you wear?
Size 902 in a triple Z.
That's our Daddy, the Big Guy.
NBC presents The Big Guy in the final story of the current series of adventures of a very unusual detective, Joshua Sharp. Joshua Sharp works for his clients on a strictly cash basis to provide for the needs of his nearest and dearest, Josh Jr. and his daughter Debbie. To these two, Sharp is both father and mother. To his clients, he is a good detective. To Josh and Debbie, he's the friendly magician, the fabulous hero, the giant among giants, the Big Guy. Tonight's adventure with the Big Guy, the case of the patent leather bag.
One thing I've always emphasized to my kids has been the importance of keeping their word. If you can't keep a promise, don't make a promise, I've always told them. But once you've given your word, be bound by it. Keep it no matter what. I didn't expect Josh and Debbie at their age to latch onto it too thoroughly. My idea was to plant the seed by repetition so it would take root and flower at some later date. Certainly I was unprepared that morning at breakfast when I suddenly noticed the enormous black eye that had blossomed on my son and heir.
Now, it's all right, Daddy.
Josh, where in the world did you get that?
There's nothing to worry about.
Maybe not for you and me, Debbie, but it's Josh's eye.
Well, I put a little piece of beefsteak on it.
A shiner like that deserves a pound of beefsteak. Who gave it to you, son?
A kid.
What kid?
Just a kid. Now, tell the truth, Josh. Was that horrid little Tubby Denton.
Tubby Denton?
The fat one with the stick-out teeth and front.
Oh, the druggist boy.
Yeah, the druggist boy. He just walked up to Josh. I was watching, Daddy, and he hit him in the eye. Just like that. For nothing.
I see. Well, son,
Well, what?
how does Tubby look?
He never did look very good to me.
No, you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
What did you do to him?
Nothing.
Huh?
I didn't do anything to him.
You mean you let another kid paste you like that and get away with it?
Yeah.
Why, Josh, I'm surprised at you.
You are?
Of course I am. Did you expect me to be anything else?
Yes, sir. I did.
Well, what?
You remember, Daddy.
Remember what?
Last week, Mrs. Tyler called up because Josh had punched Willie Tyler in the nose, and she threatened to tell the police officer.
Yes, I remember that.
And you made Josh promise not to have any more fights with anybody, ever.
Oh.
Under no circumstances, you said.
I did make you promise that, didn't I, Josh?
You mean you didn't remember?
Oh, of course. Sure, I remember. So that's why you didn't... Well, I'm proud of you, son. I'm very proud of you. But I was also late to work, so I kissed my two goodbye and hurried down the steps. I made a mental note that I must reopen the subject of fights and make a clear distinction between unprovoked aggression and justified self-defense. I was just hurrying along the second-floor corridor, I remember, when I looked up and saw Mrs. Jessup standing in her open door, looking at me with a worried frown. Mrs. Jessup was a widow and our landlady, and I stopped short at that look on her face and asked her if there was something I could do for her. She answered my question with a question.
Why don't you just return it, Mr. Sharp? I'm not a one to make trouble.
What's that, Mrs. Jessup?
Well, there's no point making mountains out of molehills, I always say.
I don't quite understand.
It's all right, Mr. Sharp. Kids will be kids. I guess we've all done worse things ourselves, if we could remember back.
Worse things? Worse things than what?
Now, don't get yourself all overwrought, Mr. Sharp. Wasn't worth a lot, just an old patent leather handbag.
Patent leather handbag?
Just junk, really. Wouldn't be seen dead carrying it around, but, well, that's not it, you know. It's the principle of the thing.
Do I understand you're trying to say my children stole a handbag?
Well, I don't like to say steal.
I hope you're prepared to say more than that, Mrs. Jessup.
Now, it was just as much my fault as it was theirs. They play up and down these steps all day, and I should have known enough not to go out and leave my door open.
Listen, Mrs. Jessup, you can leave your door open any time you please, day and night. Josh and Debbie would never walk into your apartment.
Well, I know you believe that, and it's a credit to you, Mr. Sharp, but, well, the fact remains that they did.
You mean you accuse my kids?
I'm not accusing anybody.
You needn't be afraid of lawsuits, lady. That's not the point at all. I don't think in terms of libel and slander. It's understandable that a person can make an innocent mistake. But...
I'm not making a mistake, innocent or otherwise.
And I want details. Cold details with no more face-saving hypocrisy.
All right, then. You can have them, Mr. Sharp. I left the house yesterday afternoon at 3 o'clock. There was nobody here, not a soul anywhere on any of the floors, except those two kids of yours, and they were playing here in this hall.
Go on.
Well, a little after 5, I got back, and the handbag was gone.
So?
Well, how much more do you want?
That's your case against my kids.
Well, I don't expect a father to believe bad things about his children.
I wouldn't believe bad things about a 3-time loser on evidence like that.
I tell you, there wasn't another soul in the house.
Well, there must have been.
But there wasn't.
Well, what about the janitor?
Hanky wasn't here. It was his sister's birthday, and he had the afternoon off. Besides, he knew nothing about the handbag.
You mean Josh and Debbie did?
Yes, Mr. Sharp. They saw me take it out of the sideboard drawer one day last week when I gave them a nickel for sweeping up the sidewalks.
There was money in the bag?
Oh, very little.
How much?
5. 5 $1 bills. But that's not the point, Mr. Sharp. There were some very valuable papers inside, wrapped in a rubber band. And if they'll just return them...
Now, look. If they touched anything of yours, you'll have it back in the next minute and a half. But I'll stake my life they know nothing about it.
Naturally. They may say so.
And if they do, I want it understood that they'll be telling the truth.
But...
And I'll believe them. And what's more, Mrs. Jessup, so will you. Even as I ran back upstairs, I realized I was being completely unfair. If the kids had been alone in the house and the handbag had been stolen, the woman could be forgiven for thinking Josh and Debbie had something to do with the theft. On the other hand, I knew my kids. Somebody must have come in and taken the bag, and the kids probably had seen them. Likely enough, I told myself, they'll be able to clear the situation up immediately. I opened the door and saw the children sitting on the floor, playing a quiet game of checkers.
Daddy, you back, Daddy?
Yeah.
You're not sick or something.
Sick? No, I'm fine, baby.
Then why didn't you go to the office?
Oh, I just wanted to talk to you for a minute.
To me?
To both of you.
What about, Daddy?
Well, I want you to understand that Daddy knows. I mean, I don't think for a moment that... Son.
Yes, Daddy?
Baby.
What's wrong, Daddy?
Have you ever at any time gone into Mrs. Jessup's apartment?
Well, yes. Yes, we have.
Why would you do a thing like that?
She's invited us in. Once we swept the sidewalks and she gave us a nickel for it.
Oh, you don't understand, baby. I mean, have you ever gone in when she's not at home?
No. No, we haven't.
I see. Yesterday afternoon at 3 o'clock, it seemed she went out for a while.
We know. We saw her. We were down there in the hall.
For what?
We were just playing in front of her door.
Uh-huh. Well, how long did you play in front of her door, sweetheart?
Oh, till 5, or anyhow, almost. That's right. It was just about 5 when we went out on the sidewalk and Tubby punched me in the eye.
Then you must have seen him.
Him?
Or her.
Who?
The person who entered Mrs. Jessup's place at some time between 3 and 5.
Oh, we didn't see a soul, did we, Josh? No. We didn't see anybody.
Well, that's not possible.
Why isn't it?
Because somebody, I don't know who, but somebody was in her apartment, Debbie.
Oh, no. No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was. And if you were playing in front of the door, they had to pass you. You must have seen them.
But we didn't.
Honey.
I'm sorry, Daddy, but there just wasn't anybody in the house except us all afternoon. She's right. We didn't see a soul.
Oh, this is just about enough to drive a man crazy.
What is?
And you two didn't go into Mrs. Jessup's?
No.
You didn't so much as set foot inside?
No, Daddy, we're telling you the truth. We didn't. I'll get it.
No, you stay right where you are. And if it's Mrs. Jessup, you two go into the bedroom while I... Oh.
I got the stuff here your kids ordered.
What?
Yeah, a hunting knife and a sewing kit.
Who are you?
Delivery boy from Krause's toy store over on 3rd Avenue.
You know anything about this, Debbie?
Yes, Daddy. We told Mr. Klaus what we wanted yesterday afternoon, and he said he'd probably have them in by this morning.
Yeah, that's right. So we got them in. So I brought them over. COD, mister. The things are $2.50 apiece.
What did you say?
$2.50 apiece.
Oh, it's all right, Daddy. We've got the money. Josh? Yeah? Give it to Daddy. Oh, wait a second. Here it is. $2.50 apiece makes 5.
Where did you get this?
What, Daddy?
What are you doing with $5?
It's ours, Daddy. Ours.
Hey, what about the stuff, mister?
Don't bother me.
Yeah, but...
Get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Daddy?
Kids, have I ever said no when you wanted anything in reason?
We didn't want anything, Daddy. It just came our way.
Came your way?
Like I told you, Daddy.
You didn't take a handbag out of Mrs. Jessup's apartment?
Take a handbag? Gee, Daddy, that would be stealing.
By the time I had gone back down to her floor and faced her, I was hot under the collar, and the words flew high and fast.
I'm sorry if your kids have talked you out of it, but they haven't talked me out of a thing.
And they don't have to.
We'll see about that.
Now, look, Mrs. Jessup, I have talked to them, and you've got your answer.
I'll talk to them myself.
I advise you to lay off my kids, and I mean it.
I refuse to be robbed and do nothing about it.
Okay, then what you need is a policeman.
Where are you going?
To get the cop off the beach.
No, you mustn't. You mustn't.
No? Well, I'm going to.
Please, no. I'll leave the kids alone. I won't bother them. I'm sorry. I'm awfully sorry.
It's too late for that now. You've put them under a cloud, and it'll take routine investigation to get them out.
No, Mr. Shaw. Mr. Shaw, please.
She had fallen at full length on her parlor rug, her eyes rolled back and her arms and legs stiff and rigid.
I knelt over her and listened for a heartbeat. I knew she'd had some kind of attack. And while I listened, her lips moved weakly. The words were breathy but distinct.
Maryvale. Maryvale, doctor.
Stricken as she was thinking clearer than I. And finding her address book, I looked under the M's. There at the top, I read Ed Maryvale, John Lindsay, M.D., with an address on Justin Street and a phone number. I dialed and waited a few hundred years before there was an answer on the other end.
Dr. Maryvale speaking.
This is Joshua Sharp.
Yes, Mr. Sharp.
I think you know a woman named Jessup, Mrs. Irma Jessup.
Irma Jessup?
Yes, she owns a house at 46 Tyne Avenue.
I don't believe I've ever heard of her.
Oh, and maybe your partner, Dr. Lindsay, knows her.
No, I'm quite sure he doesn't.
Well, she's heard of you. She's got your name in her address book, and she needs help fast.
What's the trouble?
She collapsed about 5 minutes ago.
I see. Is she conscious, Mr. Sharp?
More or less, but she won't be conscious long.
Very well, sir. I'll be over in just a few moments.
And he was. A tall, dignified, gray-haired man who took one look at the situation, frowned, and asked to be left alone with the patient. I left him and walked up to my own flat to do a little thinking. I felt badly about the business. The woman probably had a bad ticker, and I'd done her no good flying off the handle the way I did. I was just getting around to wondering why she was so afraid of the police when... Yeah?
Commander?
Oh, I meant to phone you, Risky.
Well, what's happened? I thought you were coming to the office early.
No, I've had a bad morning.
Oh. Anything I can do?
No, I don't think so, Risky.
Take a chance and ask.
Well, I'm interested in finding a black patent leather handbag.
Why?
It was stolen from the apartment of my landlady, Mrs. Irma Jessup, at 46 Tyne Avenue, sometime between 3 and 5 yesterday afternoon.
Well, could I ask you why you should bother your head?
My head's already bothered. The woman has been flinging accusations.
Well, at who?
I can't say right now.
No?
No, I'm not alone.
You mean she's accusing the kids?
You're as sharp as a tack, chum.
Well, but why did she pick on them?
There wasn't anybody else in the house at the time.
Well, what's to have stopped the second story man from coming in?
Nothing that I can think of.
Well, you just hold your hat, Commander. I'll check around among some friends of mine I shouldn't have. I'll see if I can get a lead.
I don't know how long I sat by the phone, carefully avoiding the necessity of letting the kids know about what had developed below before there was a knock at the door. I opened it to see Dr. Maryvale standing outside in the hall. One look at his face, and I stepped out and closed the door behind me.
I suppose you couldn't have called me any sooner than you did.
It wasn't soon enough?
She suffered a sudden and severe heart attack.
She's dead?
Yes. Do you happen to know who's the next of kin?
I have no idea. Maybe your partner does.
My partner?
Lindsay.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, I can ask him.
And will you call me back?
Of course. Perhaps I can leave the death certificate in your care.
If you want to.
It would be convenient.
Well, then I'll hear from you.
I'll call you back sometime in the next 3 hours.
Oh, thanks, Doc. If by any chance one of the kids answers the phone, don't let on that the lady's dead.
Certainly not.
I'll break it to them myself in time.
I understand.
Yes, baby.
What's the matter?
Nothing at all.
Who was that outside?
Just a man, a fellow I know.
Is there anything wrong?
No, why should there be? Excuse me, kids. Yeah?
Look, Commander, I did a little snooping.
Well?
Well, I can't put my fingers on that handbag, but I got something for you.
Yeah?
Word got to me through one of my contacts that for a few bucks, a certain character will tell a little story about that lady at 46 Tyne Avenue.
About Mrs. Jessup?
So goes the report.
I don't quite follow.
Well, neither do I. I'm just reporting. But in case you're interested in taking a cab to the Rutley Hotel, that's at 104th Street, the guy's name is Bowden.
Bowden?
Matt Bowden. And he keeps house in room 51.
I took a cab then to the Rutley Hotel and asked for Mr. Bowden. I was told that Mr. Bowden wasn't in his room and that I could wait in the dingy, narrow little lobby. I just sat down and was opening a newspaper when a voice said, quietly.
You're Sharp?
Who are you?
There was a detective named Sharp who was coming to see me. I thought maybe you was him.
Are you Mac Bowden?
Oh, then you are him, huh?
Oh, what's this highly touted story about Irma Jessup?
Look, could you keep your voice down?
Down? Oh, all right. But nobody's listening.
Somebody might. Look, I got a room rent bill here for $120, Mr. Sharp.
Oh, that's your asking price?
That's the rock bottom final figure.
Well, I'd have to get it out of the bank.
It ain't 3 o'clock yet.
What reason have I got to think you know anything worth that much dough?
Well, I spent 10 years in Atlanta Pen on a robbery charge.
How does that concern Irma Jessup?
I ain't saying who it concerns. But for the 120, I'll spin you a yarn to open your eyes.
All right. Stay right here.
You coming back?
Yes.
With the dough?
With the money. Bowden! The bullets had come blazing down from the dark, rickety balcony that ringed the Rutley lobby, and Bowden crashed to the unswept floor at my feet and died there. The killer had his exit planned so well that the balcony was deserted by the time I found the stairs and stumbled up in the half-light. An hour later, I was back at 46 Tyne Avenue, ransacking Mrs. Jessup's belongings and finding nothing to clear the air. I was just settling back to take a breather when... Hello?
Mrs. Irma Jessup, please.
Who's this?
It's Dr. George Huddleston. I'd like to speak with Mrs. Jessup, please.
I'm afraid you can't do that.
I want to find out how she's feeling.
Well, you can't do that either, Dr. Huddlestone. She's dead.
What's that?
She died this morning of a heart attack.
If this is supposed to be humor, it's not funny.
It isn't humor. It's fact.
It is not a fact, sir.
No?
I happen to have been her physician for years. She's given a rather unpleasant nervous seizures. But a fatal heart attack is out of the question.
Now, listen.
You listen. I examined her only 3 days ago. Her heart was as sound as yours or mine.
I sat for some time, puzzled, reaching out for something to add up and get a sensible answer. Then I picked up the phone and dialed Maryvale's office. The secretary answered and said he wasn't in.
He should call back shortly, though. I'll tell him you want to talk to him.
Perhaps I could talk to Dr. Lindsay then.
Who, sir?
Dr. Lindsay.
Who is Dr. Lindsay?
Isn't he Maryvale's partner?
Dr. Maryvale has no partner.
I hung up slowly, and I took Mrs. Jessup's telephone list in hand and turned to the M's again. There it was, Ed Maryvale - John Lindsay, M.D. Studying the names closely, it suddenly hit me. If Maryvale and Lindsay had been partners, she would have listed them as M.D.s. Here, plainly written, was M.D., singular, without an S. And I knew that for one reason or another, Maryvale and Lindsay were two names for the same man. I thought back over the morning, Mrs. Jessup's wild concern for an old handbag, her death, Maryvale's diagnosis, and Bowden's sudden murder. And then I remembered Bowden's hint about having been in the penitentiary at Atlanta, so I phoned Captain Murphy at Homicide to do a bit of research. When I had hung up, I climbed the stairs to where Josh and Debbie were still quietly playing checkers.
You don't have to worry, Daddy.
Don't I, baby?
We told you the truth about the handbag. We didn't touch it.
I don't want to know about the handbag anymore.
No?
No, I'm sure you told me the truth about it. But I'm also sure that, for some reason or another, you lied to me about something else. Look, children, Mrs. Jessup is dead.
Dead?
And she was murdered.
Mrs. Jessup?
And a little while ago, a man was murdered, too. He wasn't a good man, but he was killed like a dog.
I don't understand, Daddy.
Nobody's too sure of anything yet. And I'm only sure of one point.
What's that?
I'm sure that you two did see somebody enter the lady's apartment yesterday afternoon.
Oh, no.
Now, be careful, sweetheart. There's a lot involved here. The person you saw murdered Mrs. Jessup and the man. Do you understand, Debbie? Josh? Just a minute. Hello.
Sharp?
Yes.
Captain Murphy.
Oh, yes, Captain.
Information from Atlanta.
Good.
Yes,
got a record on John Lindsay. It seems he was put away in 1930 for 10 years for medical malpractice.
Well, thanks, Captain.
Anything else we can do?
I'll let you know later. Oh, what a headache.
Daddy. Oh, Daddy.
Debbie, Josh, now I must know who passed you yesterday afternoon and went into Mrs. Jessup's apartment. You must tell me. Do you understand? You must do as I tell you.
We're doing as you tell us. Well, anyway, we're doing as you told us.
What?
Well, didn't you say that your word is your bond? And that once you give it, you should stick by it no matter what it means?
Why, yes, I did.
We didn't know. He came up the stairs and saw us and said he'd give us $5 if we'd give our word never to say we saw him. And we gave our word. We gave it. And now we've broken it.
No, baby. Who was the man you saw?
We don't know. Honest, we don't.
I got your message, Mr. Sheriff.
Josh. Daddy. Daddy.
Yes, son.
It was him.
Okay, Josh, and you really haven't broken your word. I've known it for quite a while.
What is all this, Sharp?
I've known that you murdered Mrs. Jessup, Dr. Merivale.
Well, how dare you say such a thing?
You killed her when you sent me out of her flat. It was too good a chance to miss. She was unconscious, and all you had to do was not administer to her. Let her die, which was murder just the same as if you used a knife or gun.
You must be insane, Sharp. Why should I have done a thing like that?
Because she had proof that you'd been imprisoned for malpractice years ago under your real name of John Lindsay. This proof was in the handbag that you stole yesterday from her flat. And today, with everything fitting your purposes, you let her die because you were afraid she might continue to work her little blackmail racket.
Do I look like a man who could commit murder?
Frankly, no. But your killer instinct definitely asserted itself later today when you had to do away with your ex-cellmate, Mac Bowden, in order to finish this whole nasty business.
Do you think you can prove this?
I know I can.
Then I must ask you to put up your hands.
Now, steady. Steady, kids. It's all right. Don't get scared. Nothing's going to happen.
I wish you were right, Sharp. I don't relish this or anything I've had to do, but it's been forced on me.
You wouldn't really kill again.
What choice have I?
Hey, listen, what about that COD?
Look out! Merivale swung around at the sound of the voice, firing a bullet that went high and wild, and I jumped him, knocked the gun from his hand, and the crisis was over. I left the kids alone for the few minutes it took me to get him to headquarters, and then I hopped a cab back and climbed the stairs to our flat. The kids were looking at their new toys, the knife and the sewing kit. They were pleased enough, but they looked a little guilty. I could see it and feel it.
What's going to happen to that man, Daddy?
Don't you worry about him, son.
But we can't help it, Daddy. We promised we wouldn't tell.
It's all right for you to tell. It was the only thing to do.
But you taught us never to make a promise unless we could keep it.
Well, there are some times when you should break a promise.
Well, that's confusing.
Yes, I know.
You always tell us about how important it is to keep our word.
Well, circumstances alter cases, son. That is, in some degree. It depends on who you give your word to.
That's hard to understand. It's awful hard.
You want to know something else that's hard to understand?
What? What, Daddy?
How I ever managed to get two wonderful kids like you. This is Josh Sharp Sr. saying goodbye for Debbie and Josh Jr. and me as we come to the end of our current series. We all hope that you have enjoyed our stories, and if you'd like to hear more of them, please write and tell us about it. Just write to me, the big guy, care of NBC, New York. We'd like very much to hear from you. Debbie? Josh? How about it?
Oh, we would, Daddy, we would. Yes, Daddy. And goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Goodbye.
NBC has presented the last of a series of adventures of The Big Guy, played by Henry Calvin and featuring David Anderson as Josh Jr. and Joan Laser as Debbie. The script was written by Peter Barry and directed by Thomas Madigan. The music was composed and played by Jack Ward. Members of the cast were Anita Anton, Joseph Bell, Bill Gray, Burford Hampton, and Sandy Strauss as Risky Skinner. Your announcer is Peter Roberts.
3 chimes mean good times on NBC. Joan Fontaine and Herbert Marshall star in tonight's Theater Guild on the Air presentation of the fascinating love story Michael and Mary. Another Sunday evening favorite is the authentic drama series Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McCrea as a member of the nation's oldest police force. That's top Sunday evening listening on NBC tonight. Charlie Wilde, Private Eye follows on NBC.